Hey, how's it going everyone? Welcome to a video. This is going to be a quick video. I'm not going to go too in depth or anything like that, but I often get asked what is my favourite SH Figuarts. So I thought I'd do this video because right in front of you, I don't actually have one single Figuarts, but these two combined is my favourite. If my collection was on fire, if I could only save one item, I would grab my Bulma Bike along with the Bulma attached. Now this is the re-release. I do have one already in my display, which you probably can just see right there. That is the Bulma Bike there. You know what? It is just so cool that I had to get a second one, and I also wanted to support the OG Dragon Ball line since we haven't had a new release in a long time. So you know, I was happy to pick up a second release. Now if you are new to collecting, you probably haven't had the chance to pick up these ones before, so I highly recommend jumping on the re-release if you do see it in shop. Now for USA it should be, I assume next month, maybe June. You should be seeing it at your usual shops that sell Figuarts, but it did just come out in Japan yesterday actually. And yeah, the bike was already sold out in a lot of shops. I actually had to go grab it from the showroom. Bulma I picked up at Yellow Submarine, so she won't be too hard to get in comparison, but it seems like a lot of people are after the bike now, which is weird. When it first came out, it stuck around for a long time before selling out, but I guess now people kind of understand how cool it is. And you know, maybe with Toriyama Sensei passing away as well, you know, he's so good. I've always loved his mecha, his mechanical designs vehicles. So I think maybe people are after, you know, a bit of his flair to have in their collection as well for vehicle design, because this one here is a classic. Now the Bulma figure itself is really cool. Nice set of accessories which we can have a look at in a moment, and then same with the bike, which also has die cast parts. So what I'll do, I'll pop these both out of a box. We can take a quick look at the blister pack and what they do come with. So starting with Bulma on the right here, obviously Bulma in the center, we get a couple of expressions. You know, you have the neutral face, happy, and the, you know, the freaked out, scared look, which is cool. She comes with a Dragon Radar, which has printing on it. We get the Dragon Ball, and then a nice section of hands along with her gun and holster, which is really nice to see. So she has a great, you know, range of accessories, and it really does suit that, you know, starting Bulma, you know, there's, what is she called actually? The Adventure Begins, I think it is. So it does fit that name. And then, you know, get the printing of Bulma on her chest there, which is cool. But for the actual bike, you know, as I mentioned, die cast parts, we get a stand, and then we get the accessories for Bulma, which, you know, basically just switch out the skirt so she can put her legs fully forward, and then she gets hands for holding onto the throttle, or, you know, the handlebars. And we get the little mini Goku, since, you know, the scaling doesn't quite work. You know, the Goku figure is a lot bigger, and you can't really sit behind, so we do get the, I guess, more in scale version of Goku, which is really cool with that kind of freaked out look, since he's never been in a vehicle, let alone on the back of a motorbike before. Definitely one of my more memorable scenes from the start of Dragon Ball. But yeah, let's pop him out of this, and we can, I don't know, do monitored poses and just have a close look at the bike. So as the two swing around, you'll place it on Bulma when she comes in with printing on the Dragon Radar. But for now, the bike, we've got full-on tread on the tyre, which is rubber, and they do move as well from memory. The handlebar, you can swivel it left and right. We have a die-cast frame with printing of a capsule corp. The roof part will pop off for easy placement of the figures. And you have the exhaust is looking cool with printing on the back. And then even the control panel on, just above the handlebar, you know, get the green screen, you know, little buttons that it looks like, and the, you know, the dashboard, everything there is really cool. It's just such a fun little figure. I think the only thing that would probably elevate it was if it had actual working lights, but, you know, cost, that would bump up a little bit. But one thing I don't know, I hope a lot of you go out and pick up these figures and tell Tamashii that you want more vehicles. It would be really cool to get a full vehicle line of, you know, Toriyama Sensei's vehicles from, you know, Dragon Ball and other series as well. Maybe even like a Chogokin kind of line, you know, with the Pilaf machine, you have the robots there that can all combine. Maybe like the Space Pod, the Saiyan Pod, Trunks Time Machine. and Yamcha's vehicle as well. We've got a little car, so many cool vehicles from the series. It'd be lovely to get them all released to have a full lineup, especially if you get the matching figures. I think like these two together, that looks so cool. That is why it is definitely my favourite. It captures the essence of the series really well. We get die-cast parts. I love the vehicle designs. The early Bulma design I really like as well. And then she, not her. And then you have a Bike, also comes with a Louis Goku figure. So we get the Goku as well. It's kind of like a all-in-one release for me, which is why it is probably my favourite of all the figures. Sure, Bulma's not the most articulated figure compared to some, but the articulation she has is pretty good. But more of an aesthetic side as well as just, I guess, completing the whole, I don't know, story, I guess, or it just captures that moment so well for me. And it's, if I could only have one figure in the collection, it would be this. But yeah, what's your figure? What's your number one figure, number one item in your collection that you can't do without? That, if you're going to get one, who would it be? And why? I'm sure we all have different reasons. Maybe we love Trunks from that very first scene. Maybe the first episode we saw of Dragon Ball was Trunks coming, cutting down Frieza, or maybe it's Gohan going Super Saiyan 2, so that's the reason the Gohan race is going to be your favourite. People love Frieza, Sam, we all have our favourites. This probably isn't even my favourite character, there's so many I really do like in Dragon Ball. Even I can't really quite put into words why this one is the one for me. But yeah, anyway, what I will do now, instead of waffling on, let me switch up the pose. I will chuck Bulma on the bike. Okay, so if I switched it over, it's really easy, just pop her upper half off, switch out the lower half of the skirt. Nice and simple. For Goku, just pop off the back seat, put on one with a slot, and then he just pops on. There is also a little stand with a couple of different attachments, so you can have a longer one for it to be kind of up doing a wheelie, which is what I have on my display up top. But yeah, this one here just keeps it down low to the ground, which is really cool. And yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to really showcase how cool this really is. Actually, there is one thing I will do. Let me bring it closer so you can see the inside a little bit closer. Okay, so hopefully you can see now the inside of the dashboard there for green screen and all the kind of buttons, which is really cool. Yeah, the wheel spin, this will turn as well, which is cool. But obviously you'll need to adjust the pose a little bit to be able to fit on. This stand just pops on underneath, like I mentioned. All die-cast, kickstand, everything moves. I mean, again, just too cool. So yeah, that is it for the video. I just wanted to do a really quick showcase of my favourite Dragon Ball SH Figuarts. I guess it's two Figuarts since it is kind of combined. But anyway, that doesn't matter. Like I mentioned before, let me know what your favourite is. And I guess if I had to pick a top three, that is, I think I kind of have to clump things together. This would be number one. Number two would be all of the Ginyu Force together, along with First Form Frieza, Zarbon and Dodori. That whole kind of set is just too cool. But if I had to break it down to only individual figures, maybe the recent Legendary Super Saiyan Goku is up there, Third Form Frieza, and then the new Gohan. Those are probably my top three individual figures. Oh, but then you've got Metal Cooler, right? And second for Frieza is cool, Cooler's cool. Too many good figures. It is so hard to just pick one, right? But yeah, anyway, that is it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more, bit more casual videos, it's not really a review per se, but look at one figure from the collection, maybe my favourite one for whatever reason. Maybe it's favourite fighting one, favourite one for posing, or in this case just favourite overall figure. Then let me know. I'm happy to do a few more videos like this going forward in the future. But anyway, that is it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, cheers!